Welcome, anime enthusiasts, to Squad Nero, the ultimate destination for all things anime. Whether you're a seasoned otaku or just taking your first steps into the captivating world of Japanese animation, you found your home. I'm Rob, aka Sage. With me today, I have Nyle, aka
Niggas got
Crocoscorner,
quiet as
Chef
hell.
D, and Tsmoov, your guides through the vast realms of creativity, epic adventures, and heartfelt stories that anime, animation, and gaming have to offer. Join us each week as we dive deep into the latest releases, explore hidden gems, and discuss the hottest topics in
Imagine
the
they
blurred
really just
community.
took
Get
this
ready for a journey filled
long
with
because they
laughter,
were really
tears,
like
and the unbridled passion that makes anime a
putting their
truly unique
all
art
You
form.
talking over
into
Without
your
further
this.
whole
ado,
intro, right?
let the anime odyssey begin.
Oh, I didn't know they could hear me.
Yeah, they can hear you. You might as well say it right now. You just go ahead, bring it back.
I can't hear. I
You
can't hear my intro,
no
so I
no
didn't
no
know
no
what's
no.
wrong.
Go ahead and say it.
Say what?
Go ahead
Oh,
and say it.
Fireplace.
Welcome.
JJK Red.
I think they went crazy this whole like. They took this long because they've been honing in on their animation because the animation that they got to bring for this fucking
What are you talking
thing.
about, bruh? Like we just started the
Fireplace.
show.
You
Bruh,
said keep going, nigga.
I'm just saying, people just walked in the door and you just like having a whole conversation.
Yo,
Like you
yo,
gotta.
yo, yo,
What are
yo,
we
yo, yo.
talking
No, no,
about?
no, no. We not
Yo,
starting
Terrence
off like
said,
that.
"Yo, keep going." Then he's like, "What are you
No,
talking about,
no.
nigga?"
What I was saying is for him to keep going. Like when he interrupted his own intro, like he could have. Come on, son. You interrupt your intro, you can go ahead and fix it.
Nigga, you giving confusing directions. That like
How
me
am I
getting
giving?
stopped by a white cop. That nigga said, "Put your hands on the ground, but give me your ID."
Well, that's the sad thing. You have to deal with it.
There it go. Wait.
Yes, it is.
All right.
All right, though. What's good, y'all? The intro that I already played. I done ran amok through that shit, obviously. But we back in this thing. Shout out DJ Cole Red for being up in this motherfucker again.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. Back in this thing. We got
one of
a
the baddest DJs out there. Just saying.
one of the baddest DJs out there. Where does he DJ at?
I don't know if he's been DJing in a while, but he was nice and back in college.
Listen,
in
you got
college?
some shows we could promote
Hey.
you.
Hey, bring it back, Cole Red. We might need you for one of these anime jumps, but we're not playing no OSTs. I'm sorry.
He's
What's
not,
It's
OST?
out.
He's not gonna play no
OSTs
anime
is the intros or the outros.
Nah, he ain't gonna play no anime music. He gonna play anything to get stuff twacking. If you know what I'm saying.
All right.
He said it
Enough
was
of
during them
this.
college days.
All right. Enough
Same.
of this.
Okay, stylist days.
Enough of these shenanigans.
Just saying. That's my guy right there.
All right. We might as ooh, you know what I don't think I brought it up. No, I didn't. So we might as well add this on right now. Since I guess it's a hot topic. This is a hot topic and everything. JJK finally released the second part of their most recent chapter. If you didn't know, Gege was sick this past month or so, if I'm not mistaken. So he's been trying to take it off, still trying to work, but at the same time, still trying to release something while being able to recover from whatever illness he was going through. Luckily, he does feel a lot better, it seems like, and we just recently got a 13-page chapter.
13-page chapter.
13-page chapter to finish out the 7-page chapter that he just released, like 2 weeks ago, type of thing.
4 weeks,
But
20 pages.
after we seen it, yeah, because a regular chapter of JJK is around 20 pages. But as we seen it though, yeah. But as we seen it though, I feel like seeing that whole chapter that made me grow more of a appreciation for the first half of it. Because with the 7 pages, it left off kind of like on the cliffhanger type of thing. I believe with Yuta getting punched by fucking Sukuna and shit like that. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But we didn't necessarily know if Yuta was up to the task of being able to step up to Sukuna like this with Gojo's body. But then in this boy, I tell you, in those recent in that recent chapter, that man Yuta came through. That man is big brain energy type shit. Did y'all tap into that recent JJK chapter?
No, I ain't getting to tap into
Man,
it.
you
But
don't
go
have
ahead.
to right in the hands, son.
This
But
is
my-
Yuta mixed with Gojo.
Yeah, Yuta is in
Yujo.
Gojo's body right now.
Yujo.
Goda.
Yujo.
Goda.
You joke.
I've heard
Goda.
like 7 different names for this character.
Goda is better because he literally the goat.
How is he the GOAT when he can
Gojo
only
was
do
the GOAT.
But he can only do Limitless. He can't use Rika. If he was able to use Rika at the same time, then I would say he was the GOAT. I'm just saying.
It's still something. You saying limitless like that shit is a fucking
But
cannon
he
fodder,
can
nigga.
I'm not saying it's not cannon fodder, but if you add in Gojo's abilities and Yuta's abilities with
Nigga,
Rika,
that nigga be OP. What's the point of Sukuna,
that's the
nigga?
whole point. That's the whole point.
No,
He could have ended
no.
this whole thing. Then he could
No.
recover and start a whole new anime.
Yuta is not the main energy. I mean, the main character, nigga. Yuji got to do that.
Bruh, I'm just saying.
That's like Naruto if fucking Sasuke was the only one that took down fucking what's her face? Took down Madara and Kaguya. Nigga, we'd be pissed. What the fuck is the reason this show called Naruto for? If Sasuke is beating all the fucking village. Imagine Sasuke pulled up to the village when Pain pulled up, took out that nigga before Naruto could even summon his way in that bitch. Niggas would be livid.
I wish the show was named Rock Lee, but that's a whole nother story.
Boo.
You could be boo all you want. I don't care. He won.
I like Drunk Lee.
He's one of the greatest side characters of all time in my book.
How many minutes pass out of 3?
Out of 3, what do you mean?
They got 3 minutes to fight
Oh,
before Yuta dead.
I don't even know. And at this point, do y'all feel Yuta is gonna make it back to his body? Or
No.
No.
That's it.
Nope.
No.
He about to get packed up.
Either he getting
Like
packed up
King-
or he's staying in
King
Gojo's body.
Kuna. It ain't even Sukuna anymore. That's King Kuna.
It's damn near turning into his series.
This is Jujutsu Sukuna.
Yeah.
Sukuna
'Cause
is
Sukuna
Kung Fu
Kaiser.
Kenny. He is
He
Kung Fu
about
Kenny.
to pack everybody up. Then
This
it's gonna be
nigga's a
down to
monster.
Yuji, and it's gonna be some ass pull.
Fan service.
That's what's about to happen. That's
Literally.
exactly what's about to happen. At this point, I told you, we get to a year, and Sukuna's still bodying people, it's not gonna make sense. Any ending you give it, and I'm at the point where I'm cool with sticking with that.
Nah,
When is a year gonna come up?
It already passed.
yeah, it already passed a year. These niggas been fighting this nigga for a minute now. I think Gojo started fighting Sukuna, I think spring of last year.
No, it was around this time. It was like June.
It was around
maybe?
this time?
Around, yeah. We either
I
had
thought
a
it
year
was
or
starting
coming
up,
up on
starting up soon.
No wait,
Yeah.
240. What was it? Gojo got bodied 220 something.
But it was like 2 or 3 chapters before that, if I'm not mistaken, throughout their whole entire fight. I think it was maybe even more chapters than
Wait a
that, to be
minute.
honest with you.
So Gojo got bodied in what chapter?
I can't remember. I don't know. That nigga got body. That was good riddance.
Shut
It
up.
starts 236.
Okay, 236. 236. That chapter came out.
Oh, that's where he has. That's his
September.
end. That's the end.
So September
I think.
24th. So it hasn't came out to a year yet, but it's close.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that was I think that's the end. 236 was the end.
When Gojo got bodied.
Yeah.
So let's say they started fighting maybe 3 chapters before that. So that was maybe September. So we're
Was
coming
it
close
really
to a
only
year.
3 chapters? Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Wow, that was crazy. It felt like it was like 15 chapters. It was not that many.
How many chapters was it?
Not that. It looked like he might be right with that 2 to 3 because I'm seeing 232, so that's 4.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 260. So Gojo's returning to chapter 260 sets up an epic.
Yeah. So it's only been. It's coming up on a
260.
year. It's coming
It
up
started
on a
in
year.
221. It was 15 chapters. It started in 221. Gojo
Okay,
versus
so-
Sukuna.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's been a year.
This ain't too long, I don't think, for some shit to be going on this long.
I do.
No.
That's
I'm
why I
just
think
saying,
Sukuna
look-
I don't think
is.
so.
It's not gonna make sense. It's
I don't
not.
think so.
You don't
If-
think so?
If this was, Elden Ring is ready. This is exactly what Demon Slayer would be if they actually fleshed out more of Muzan and the actual fighting of them taking place. Because I don't think that fight truly lasted that long. I don't think so. I can't remember off the top of my head. We remember the fact is,
type shit.
I feel like the other fights with the other upper moons had a lot more energy, had a lot more information, had a lot more backstory, had a lot more of that shit that we need. Because if you think about it, each nigga is getting tossed that fucking Sukuna is opening up more and more of what this nigga is capable of doing. It took multiple niggas in his past in order to take him to this brink. Why would we expect anything less from this nigga now? During an age and a day and time when Jujutsu sorcery wasn't even at its peak.
Let me ask you this: with everything we seen with Yuji up until like right now, could you see Yuji packing up Gojo?
Yuji packing up Gojo? No, still not right now.
So
he was still he got to get awakened. He still hasn't become awakened
It's
yet.
about to be a blank pull.
He's the only one, I believe, out of the probably Toto too, that hasn't fully been awakened to the fullest extent of his powers. Keep in mind, he just started fucking training with the blood shit. He just started fucking.
He a fast learner, but it ain't like that's
He is
the
a fast
okay,
learner.
so how much time has passed? Because like if you told me it was more than a month now that they've been fighting Sukuna, then I'd be like, okay, because think about it, in 1 month he was able to get that strong.
I think it's
So
like
if
only a
it's-
couple days, nigga.
It's
only been a couple days at max.
It makes no sense, bro.
This
it makes
nigga,
no
first of all, it
sense.
might not even be a full day yet, nigga. You keep in mind, this nigga
Where is he
Sukuna
going
packed
to
up.
get this boost from? Like I said, if it was a month, because we seen how stronger he got in 1 month.
He's not getting a boost though. He's not.
So
If you pay,
how is he about to beat Sukuna?
if you pay, no, I'm talking about Sukuna's not getting the boost. That would be the main thing. But right now,
he don't need the boost.
Sukuna is getting dwindled
Mm.
slowly but surely over time. He can't use his world slash anymore because he
So-
got both of his left hands cut off, so he can't do this shit. He can't make the hand signs. He's actually pumping his heart right now with his cursed energy. That's the only way his heart is still operating right now.
So what do you think that Yuta is going to take away from him?
I think if he hits him with infinity, or
Mhm.
I can't remember. I think that's what it is. But if he hits him with Gojo's domain, which he hit him with the don't move in the most recent chapter. If you didn't know, now you know.
Mhm.
He used Inumaki through a tape recorder, and Inumaki said don't move. Inumaki looked like that nigga threw up his whole lung after he said that shit.
He
too.
did. He
Yeah.
Wait, was that a
absolutely
walkie-talkie?
did.
So my question is, was that a walkie-talkie or just a voice
It was-
recorder?
I think it seems like a walkie-talkie now because how it looked like he showed Inumaki throwing up. I don't think he could put it on the voice recorder and then play it back and then it just has residual effects. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know,
my
it's
thing
difficult
is,
to explain.
Why didn't that affect Goda if that was the case? Like when
Because I think you could direct it towards certain
Who
people.
you want it to be? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because this is not the first time Inumaki used this shit around other people. He used it against that plant nigga with the rose coming out his fucking
Yeah.
shoulder and
Yeah,
shit.
I remember.
Oh yeah.
And nobody else was affected besides that plant nigga, or so we thought. But yeah, I think they're just dwindling him down slowly but surely.
See,
Yuji's gonna feel
it
like he got the
feels
upper
like-
hand,
I'm
and then boom.
gonna be honest.
So what is
I
he
feel
going to
like-
lose though?
But here's the thing, though. I feel like this is tournament of power all over again with Jiren. They slowly kept fighting Jiren.
That's
and
why I
it
don't
took-
like the
it took
Dragon Ball
multiple
shit.
It took multiple people to finally take him down, and then ring out, and Android 18 is just sitting there chilling.
But it ain't a ring out this time.
No, I get that, but it's like the same concept. You got everybody fighting this man, getting him down to the last point, and then you got the main character like taking him down at the last minute. Granted, it took Goku and Frieza to push this man out the ring, but what I'm saying is teamwork makes the dream work. The power of friendship. I don't know how many times I've talked about this since I jumped on this podcast that I despise that. Like, I don't like the power of friendship. That stuff gets a little bit annoying after a while.
But it's mirrored with this. This one is a little bit like I
got
could
to.
digest that a little bit more with this series because they all like we knew all of their merits going into this, and we knew the strength that they could that they potentially could bring. And then I guess a month is like being in the hyperbolic chamber in this series. I'll give you it. But we knew that they was going to do that.
Kaylee, thank
Like,
you for
he was
coming
gonna
through
do
the chat, man.
something.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. So like we knew though that they were gonna they were going to cause some level of damage. So it's like, I get it. The idea, like that whole spirit of friendship thing still is here, but it's a little bit easier to digest than some other series with how they go about that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be, I'm telling y'all right now, something is not going to be right with this series. It just it doesn't make sense. Something is not going to pan out properly.
I think it will. Sukuna had to get to that point in time at somehow, some way, and Yuji is a direct offspring from Sukuna's lineage, doing the exact same shit that Sukuna was doing back in the day. I'm guessing to get stronger, which was eat as many things as possible and cultivate his own technique to be able to surpass whoever the fuck was in his way. Keep in mind, we still haven't seen Yuji use that fucking fire arrow.
Wait a minute. So if he part of Sukuna's lineage, is it from the Kenjaku nigga, the nigga that
Yes,
to be his mom or to his dad?
Yeah.
technically, yeah, because Kenjaku took over his mom.
And got his
Made-
cheeks busted. open.
Yeah, got his cheeks busted open to create a kid, but then he cultivated it in a specific way, like a cursed death painting, so that he had how we started off the series. Yuji was always stronger, faster, better than all the other kids athletic wise. Nobody was topping him. Even Sukuna, I believe, was like, all right, kid,
Yeah.
like you got some shit to you. So his lineage, he has direct genetics and whatever fucking else Kenjaku did, on top of the fucking blood manipulation now, because of Noritoshi Kamo, or him just eating the shit. This
And,
nigga is gonna be
his
a
father is
beast.
like was a direct descendant of Sukuna's brother, who
That was his twin
died in
brother.
the womb. Yeah,
That was the reincarnation of his twin brother.
he could be strong. I think he already is strong.
Nah, I think-
don't think he can. Like, it does not make sense that he should be able to. If Yuta goes down here, okay. So every time that Sukuna faces somebody, he like loses something, but he also can work towards like gaining something back. So if that keeps being at play here, he should lose. Like, let's say Yuta, because we know it can't be his curse technique, because if Yuta take away his curse technique, then he would die. Because to what you just said, Rob, his curse technique is powering his heart, right?
He's just using cursed energy to pump his heart.
Okay, so
He can still
Okay.
use cursed energy without using a cursed technique. He technically can't use his cursed technique now.
right, okay, so if it does a permanent seal to his curse technique, he still got, and it would just go down to his endurance essentially. But if he keep fighting, won't he regain something? Isn't that like the balance of it all with it? Like,
I don't
as
even
long as he can keep fighting,
I don't think his cursed technique can be taken by anybody at this present point in time.
he break a bond. That's what I think is gonna happen. He gonna break one of the
Oh, that thing.
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I think he
Heaven,
have to
not a
just-
heaven restriction.
The other thing,
Fuck, what is it called?
he gonna
Binding
break
vow,
one
yeah.
of the binding vows. One of those, because he keep making mad binding vows. So I do believe he gonna end up breaking one of them.
I
Because
feel
he
like
did like 3 in this fight, right?
the only way, yeah, he did a couple. I think it was more than 3, but I think
Yeah, I think you might be right. I think you're right. I think you are right.
he'll have
Pretty
to be
confident
put.
you are.
He'll have to be put in a very precarious position where we actually see Sukuna is like scared type of thing. Where it might be right now, since Yuta is sending a hollow purple towards
Right.
this nigga as we presently speak at the end of
I
that
think that's
chapter.
now. Yep, I think that, and I agree with you, and I think that is right now. But now my thing is this: he break the restriction, because remember, Kenjaku was like, ooh, it's one thing to like he was explaining to Mahito that like you could break when you break a binding vow with yourself, it usually has a direct effect on like whatever the binding vow is assisting you in.
Mm-hmm.
But again, he's done mad at these vows, and
He finds loopholes.
something maybe
There's
if it's
always a
another
loophole.
loophole, then I really do not know how these people are going to win. Like, I don't get it. This is truly, I can't make sense of this show or this series anymore. Like,
You
it doesn't, for the rules that they, but what is Yuji just in 2 days or 1 day or however long it's been? He did that much of a jump. If that was the case, he should be Superman after the month.
He gonna become a monster.
I just don't. It don't. The how is the part I don't.
And you got to think about it. So like, cause I was watching a YouTube video, and then we'll probably get off this topic in a little bit. I was watching a YouTube video where we were shown that after this recent chapter and how Yuta was having problems getting accustomed to Gojo's limitless curse technique and hollow purple and blue and all of that jazz, it showed how much work and effort Gojo put in on his limitless, even at on off screen, just training type shit, right? But even at that, even all that training, he still got packed up by Toji and damn near 2 seconds flat, easy as fuck, just stabbed in the fucking throat, like got demolished. So he did all of that training, and it wasn't until that nigga got poked in the throat, pause, by Toji.
It's gonna be like Gojo.
The awakening part has to happen from something catastrophic. Either he loses Toto, and that would complete the trifecta, or the two of his brothers or two of his closest individuals that he was close with. It's either gonna be a combination of that and him getting his ass beat to the point of damn near death, and to the point where he has no other choice but he has to unleash. He has to become a monster. He has to do some shit in order to stop this nigga Sukuna, because nobody else is capable of doing it right now besides Goda, possibly, and fucking Yuji. Those are the only two people that have the curse techniques and somewhat the intangibles to be able to keep up with Sukuna somewhat right now. And we haven't even seen Yuji awakened yet. So I think he got a whole another level. Once he's able to combine everything together, we talked about this before. If he's able to combine those curse techniques together, create a whole new curse technique in the process with the sparks of black, with the blood manipulation, and then you got the arrow too. This nigga shooting Susanoo arrows like he's Sasuke now.
It might be enough to take Sukuna down.
Yeah.
It might be.
Because of how weakened he is, I do kind of get where you coming from in that. Because it's like, all right, bro, if Yuta weaken him enough with this fight, which it should, like, storyline, it should. I mean, even if Yuta is just a price right Gojo, he's still, like, that's still
worth
more
something,
powerful, right, than like 90% of the people.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then literally the only exception would probably be Yuji at this point. Maybe you could throw the I mean, yeah, you can't even. I really want to throw the lightning dude and the judge dude, Higoromo and Kashimo. I want to throw both of them in that, but like a price right Gojo is still stronger than both of them.
I want to know how Maki doing. I want to know how Maki doing. She got packed up too.
She gonna have to come back into this fight.
Everybody gonna have to.
Yo, and then somebody has said, what if the ice lady is, I saw this on Twitter, somebody said, what if the ice lady is his second curse tool, Sukuna's? Bro,
God.
Bro, ain't no way that this show, I would, like, Rob, I'm trying to, like, listen to what you saying and just be like, okay, just don't read too much into all of the stuff that you think and just try to understand what you are saying. Mm-hmm. If the ice chick is the second curse tool, I don't know, bro. I can't do this anymore. Like, I don't. You can't tell. This person is like one of the strongest, if not the strongest characters I've seen in any series that wasn't like omnipotent.
Still fighting Hikari.
He is the strongest thing outside of omnipotence.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Hikari, I don't know. Hikari gonna have to hold it down. But I think that the ice chick, what's gonna happen is something gotta happen in that fight. Like something. I feel like they gonna pivot after the Yuta Sukuna fight back to that fight, and then something's gonna have to happen, and then like maybe Maki pick back up there before we get back to Sukuna. But that's the thing, and you notice Sukuna keep trying to, he's not trying to just beat the person in front of him. He's trying to destroy
Eviscerate the
everybody,
niggas.
yeah,
Yeah.
in one go. So it's like if he beat Yuta, what is to stop him from going back to trying to do that? Okay, the combo between Yuji and Toto, but like that was just kind of keeping him entertained. It wasn't getting one up on him. So that whole awakening that you said Yuji is supposed to have, it has to come soon. Or maybe Maki jump in and they do like a 3-man weave
With Toto?
with Sukuna. Yeah, just Toto, Yuji, and then it's just basically you delay the awakening until Maki and Toto die.
I think
Oh no,
them
bro.
awakening, I'm gonna end off on this. I think him awakening while fighting Sukuna and his awakening takes him to that next upper echelon like Sukuna is. I told y'all I think they brought up the merger monster for a reason. Gege brought it up
Yeah,
for a
then
reason.
there's
That shit is
that.
gonna be a play. I think that fucking he's going to have to go all out, reach a whole nother level, pack up Sukuna, do what he did to fucking the lava nigga. Shoot the arrow, Sukuna still thinking that he fighting, and then boop, white screen of death. And that nigga's just sitting there like, yo, what the fuck just happened? And in his last moments, he called out for the merger monster. And now Yuji has to use all of that fucking new power that he used, every single ounce of it to the point where he dies to kill this motherfucker. And that would be the perfect
Do you think he gonna really pack up Sukuna with his own move that fast though?
I think no, because it hasn't been technically that fast. I think when you think about it, Yuji has been growing throughout this whole fight. He's been getting more savvy with his blood manipulation. He actually started using Sukuna's technique more often. It's only a matter of time before he gets his domain expansion. We still haven't seen that. We still haven't seen his fire arrow and what his could be in comparison to Sukuna's if he does have a fire arrow.
We gonna need a flashback or something that tells us like
And
Yuji's his curse tech or his cursed energy or curse technique is something that's like you gotta unlock it. Like you gotta, it's like a time, almost like a timed thing where, because if you notice each time that he like each fight, it's really like Yuji go in for a little bit, then somebody else come in to take the pressure off of him, and then you don't see him for a while that person is fighting Sukuna. And it's kind of like it's kept doing that and doing that and doing that. Literally, since the Higuruma, it just keeps being like these other people. Like he comes in for a second, and then somebody else comes in. So it makes me feel like maybe if you write, they'll explain, like there'll be some backstory thing that's like, wow, Yuji does have what it takes to beat Sukuna, but in order for him to unlock it, you gotta like fill like basically think like a cup. You gotta fill the cup up, and then once you get to the top, boom, overflows, and then that's where he unlocks his Sukuna mode or something. But it just, this feel all so weird. It just feels so weird, the theories that you could try with the show, because they introduced all of these rules and principles, and it's like Sukuna is like when you throw the cheat codes in Grand Theft Auto. Like that's what do you do when you in Grand Theft Auto, when you throw the cheat codes on there? It's like nobody's stopping you. You could get 5 stars and you could just stand there and nothing happens. It's just kind of like hard trying to figure out how the guy who has all the GTA cheat codes can just, it's just going to get beaten at this point. Like that's why I was saying before, after he beat Gojo, I was like, honestly, I won't even be shocked if it was just a merger monster that packed him up. Like he underestimated the merger monster, and then that's what packed him up. But I know that nobody will want that. That's not the satisfying. But that seemed to me, that seemed like the other strong thing that should be able to stop Sukuna.
The merger monster? Yeah.
That to me is the only other thing at this point. Like where are we at right now? To me, it feel like if you to go down and price right Gojo body, then The only thing that should be able to stop him is that merger monster.
I
But
think
again,
I think Megami will help too. I think he'll come back eventually as well. Gay did that for a reason too. I think Yuji's gonna help him get out the shadows. But you got to think about it. All you gotta do is feed this nigga Yuji some shit, and he got a new power. That's all you gotta do. Push come to shove, feed this nigga some shit. The nigga like Kirby.
you need to be eating a merger monster.
Yo.
Sukuna fighting the merger monster. Go eat the merger monster. You got all of the components now. Sukuna, the Kenjaku, and the merger monster. You all three villains in one. You should be able to win then.
That's true. That is true. All right, enough of JJK. 13 pages and you know JJK is near and
No
dear
break?
to our
No
heart.
break this week?
I don't think so. Let me actually check that. You actually just provided a valid fucking question. I hope not.
T is like, I'm done with this series.
I hope
if it's
not.
another break.
I hope not. When is the next one?
I don't
New
think
chapter
so.
arrives July 14th. That is next week.
You lying.
Yep, next week. July 14th, Sunday.
Oh no, that's this week then. That's this week.
This week. Yeah, I say
the
next week
official
because of Sunday.
releases. Yeah, I know, but the official release is always on the 14th. So what we get is like the leak stuff. So the leak stuff drop on like the 10th, 11th.
Oh yeah.
11.
Oh yeah, I'll be looking out for that.
Oh, I'm reading that the second.
But all right, though. We got Anime Expo. Next topic is Anime Expo 2024. It actually happened the weekend of July 4th. They brought it over to LA, California. LA is having a hell of a year, I'm not gonna lie. Kendrick just dropped a music video. Now they got the Anime Expo as well.
Yeah.
They're going crazy. But you had a couple of series dropping, some new release windows, trailers, so on and so forth. I'm gonna just name a couple of the things off real quick, and then we could talk about them. Solo Leveling, it looks like, I think we already talked about this. Solo Leveling season 2 is already announced. It said creator said it was coming soon. We got the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, the part 3. They announced the release window. Is going to return to the screens with the third wave of episodes later this year.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I could do a fall or winter. I ain't about to do nothing. All of these games y'all talking about coming out. Then they might bring back Bleach.
It's premiering October 2024 in Japan before hitting the rest of the world. Good lord. Nah, Bleach really is one of them ones, man. I was talking hella bad about it, being a hater, but nigga, once I started fucking reading and watching that shit, I'm like, nah, this shit is some gas.
Mad people hate Bleach and because of that one art. And I'm like, listen, and it was a slow walk, but
none of that filler I'm watching. I refuse that.
I get it. That's fine. I get that.
That filler was fucking atrocious.
What topic are we on?
Anime Expo.
Oh,
yeah, we was talking about Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War Part 3 is released in October 2024 in Japan. So I don't know if that's going to be the same window for us over here. I'm guessing so. But maybe
if
not.
it's simulcast, wouldn't it be?
Yeah,
I would hope they have the
pay for Crunchyroll for
right. And imagine they'd be like, nah, it's released next year. I'd be like, y'all niggas could kiss my ass.
Well, with that being said, let's take a look at a trailer for Batman versus the Yakuza League.
This is Anime Expo.
Yep.
It dropped at Anime Expo. Okay. Is this a VR game now, or is this like a real game?
This ain't a game. This is a
this is a show.
This is a movie.
Or a movie, yeah. It's the same people that did the other Batman animated joint, right? Or anime.
Gotcha.
No, I don't think so.
Batman Ninja joint,
yeah.
Is he facing Yasuke?
No, it is because it's Batman Ninja.
Is he facing Yasuke?
Imagine. Yeah, it's the same one. I knew it.
Justice League ならぬヤクザリーグだ。
笑えない冗談だ。
That nigga Japanese voice cool as hell. Did that joint?
Was quick.
Yeah.
Quick. 30 seconds.
That's it.
That's
fuck?
it.
It's a teaser.
That was quick.
It's just a teaser.
The first one was cool. So I mean, it wasn't like the first one. Did you like lead? Did y'all see the first one?
Oh.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the first one?
Well,
I
I
saw-
feel like I went
I
to
saw-
sleep
I
part
saw a
for
little
part
bit
of
of
it.
it. I ain't
Yeah, I was about to say, is it memorable? Because I don't remember it
Nah,
being
not
memorable.
really.
It was
It
like,
wasn't. It wasn't.
It's,
It's like
it's
how
a
you
unique
said.
taste. But I feel like niggas is tired of Batman at this point. Might be. Who knows?
they just trying to.
Well, the
DC is
thing
trying
is-
to
Bro,
jump in the
dead ass.
anime world.
DC is they're trying to milk Batman for what it is because Batman will be the one thing.
Hey,
Even if it's okay. So
They
like
over
I
here trying to
said,
milk
he's trying.
niggas?
They're trying to milk the franchise.
I hate how we have done. This is going to get ruined one of these days.
Oh my
I can't
God.
wait for the day pauses get ruined because we be taking it way too far. Like you can't even use a common English expression anymore.
Nah, that nigga talking about milk and shit. We ain't on no farm.
They're going. They're going to do everything in their power to milk the Batman franchise. Am I good? Am I good? Okay. Okay. Because that's their biggest moneymaker. Even if it's terrible, people are still going to see it. Look at all the Batmans that came out. Even look at Sparkles the Batman. People still didn't like it, but they still went to go see it.
Sparkles the Batman is crazy.
Pretty much that's what he is.
What is Sparkles the Batman?
Oh,
Yeah, I
Robert
ain't never heard of
Pattinson.
him.
Robert Pattinson.
Oh.
This nigga.
That
I've
was
seen
good.
shit.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I thought his was good. I
Don't
did go to
do
sleep on that
that.
one, but it was just long as shit though.
See?
I did too, but I rewatched it at
It was long
home
as
and it
hell.
was solid.
That
But-
movie was long as
But
shit.
my thing is, it's like, no matter who you put behind the mask or however it's animated, someone's going to watch a Batman animated series
Yeah.
or live action. It's just like Sony with Spider-Man. Not saying Spider-Man in general, but the characters surrounding Spider-Man, that they're trying their best to make something up of it because we're going to watch it. Because either one is dealing with Spider-Man, or we hope Spider-Man shows up in some last-minute flash that's going to make us love the movie. That's just what they're doing. Like, the Batman Ninja, it's not memorable, but it gives you something to watch if you haven't seen any Batman stuff in a while. Like, if
That's
you're like, I'll throw it on if I'm doing some cleaning. It might have a couple action scenes that might pique my interest. Like, oh, that was dope.
Yeah.
But at the end
I
of the
agree.
day, look at the trailer. It didn't really do much because it's a teaser. We got to see the Flash. We got to see Aquaman. We got to see Wonder Woman, all in like Japanese folklore. Cool, but it's just another Batman movie. Myself, I don't really watch a lot of the Batman animated series stuff. Like, if it ain't the original cartoon back in the day, I don't really watch. Like, be like so pressed to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. Like, it's gonna scratch that itch for some people that's been waiting for some Batman stuff, because what was the last, you would say, Batman thing we got was the Justice League and Crisis for Infinite Earth, and part 3 is supposed to be coming out soon. So we finally get.
See, you right, but like, and realizing and what you just said, like me realizing that you're right, I kind of want them to stop making Batman stuff because they gonna ruin it before we can start getting like the really good stories. And there's been some really good stories that's come out of the comic books, and it always has, but like in the last 10 years, it's been some really interesting stories that they dropped.
Well,
and
my
I would
thing
like to
is
see that
this.
stuff animated, but at this rate, we're not gonna see
I
that
would,
because it's
like,
just
they can animate the Bat Who Laughs. That would be dope.
Yeah, that would be
Animate
cool.
that story. The Killing Joke was a really good movie that they did. If you're going to don't do these fantasy Batman what if isekai movies. Do the comics that came out. Like, if you give us that, I'll add a little extra here and there. Like the Killing Joke, we got the imagery what he did to Barbara, but they didn't show it. But it added to the tenseness of the movie, even though the ending was. But like, I never really liked the ending of the Killing Joke, but everything leading up to it was amazing. But like, focus on the comics that are out now. You got so much material to animate. You literally you have everything laid out for you.
Yeah.
And my thing is this: DC needs to capitalize on that because their animated movies are better than their live action, hands down. Marvel has the live action movies. Granted, they've been on a downslide, but they're still leagues better than DC. Now, be
Yeah.
honest. Would you sit down and watch that last Flash movie that came out, or would you watch that
Nope.
Ant Man movie?
Ant-Man.
Ooh, Ant-Man.
Flash.
That's sad. That's sad
Ant-Man.
too. But like,
Because that last Flash movie was terrible.
Ant-Man was too long,
bro, both of them is
Ant-Man.
bad.
No,
Both of
Fla-
them is bad.
Flash was longer
Bad.
than Ant Man. I felt like
Yeah,
it
Flash was
taking
longer than
forever.
Ant-Man.
Ant Man was only
Bro.
an hour and 45
Yeah.
minutes.
You think that the Flash is less because it was so much bullshit that was in that motherfucker that you barely gave a fuck
Yeah.
about what was going on, nigga. Nigga went to do some other shit. Nigga start multitasking like
Here's the thing: the reason
Nigga
why
ran back
Ant-Man,
in time to get his mom's spaghetti.
but oh my god, but it's like this. Like this is how you like Rob said. It's so much stuff that they fleshed in there. You're like, when is this movie gonna be over? And don't lie, it makes you want to pull your cell phone out and you're taking your mind off of it. Before you know it, that 2 hours and 5 minutes is up. And you're like, oh, the movie that was quick. But then when you're watching Ant-Man, what was the main focus for Ant-Man to like have us like peeled in what we were waiting for? It wasn't Ant-Man, it was Kang.
Nice.
It was Kang. So we're sitting there waiting, seeing how Jonathan Majors gonna kill this role and everything. Kang was the only good thing out that Ant-Man movie.
it was.
Was the only good thing. The
No,
only
he
good
wasn't.
thing. It was. The
I think he did.
it
I
was
think he
the-
did a pretty good
No,
job.
I'm saying out of that whole Ant-Man movie, he was the only good thing out of it. I'm gonna be honest.
He was. The story was ass. His portrayal of Ant-Man,
Yeah, the
he
story
was quite menacing. He was quite menacing. I was afraid that he wouldn't be able to pull it off, but he did pull it off. I was like, okay. And then the reason of the story though, the nigga got packed up, or supposedly, allegedly got packed up.
Yeah,
But
him losing at the end still don't sit right with me.
That's
It's
what
still
I'm
a
saying.
little
They, like that would have been a good send off because they've been doing these shows like what Hawkeye. That was a send off where he's technically passing off to the girl that's taking over. Then soon we're not gonna get a Spider-Man send off because Peter Parker always worked with Miles Morales, but we know that's coming. And it's a lot of these old heads that's eventually going to stop playing their role, so they got to pass it over to the young Avengers counterpart. So that would have been perfect for Ant-Man to die in the process, leaving Kang being that big bad. But God forbid, look what happened with Jonathan Majors. We're never going to get that. But for him to, if he killed Ant-Man, just like he said, didn't I kill you before? Like, he could have done it again. And it would have sprung off like a bigger leak in the system for the MCU. That would make
They
people
just suck right now. It's
Yeah, it
okay.
does. It does.
They just suck. I don't know. I mean, it's on the up and up. Maybe.
Maybe we shall see. All right, so back to Anime Expo. There are some other things. We got the Fire Force season 3 announcement. Finally. I've been waiting on this for quite some time, dog. Waiting on this for quite some
Is it
time. I think
wrapping up the series?
it is wrapping up the series. It's the final season. Is going to be a two-parter. It's dropping in 2025 April, and then returning for its second and final season in January 2026. They also have the
Damn.
trailer there too. The trailer was actually pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
2026.
2026, man. 2026. I'm just happy
That's-
that they finally announced it. We've been waiting years
Yes.
on this.
Far in the future, though.
It is.
So we get one part in 2024, then you gotta wait the whole
2025.
year. Oh, 2025. Okay. All right. So it's just the next year they just read. Okay. So it's
Mhm.
kind of like Attack on Titan did.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. That's not that bad then.
We're liking
A
it.
lot of people was tripping about that, but I really didn't think how they spread that out was too bad. It's just that they just didn't break it up. Just break it up better than you did than Attack on Titan did, and that's fine.
I hope they do. I really hope they do. Looking at everything else, all of these other things. I'll just go through them real quick. Mobile Suit Gundam shares first look at Crocs, so they're having a Crocs collab. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Sword Art Online, Gun Gale Online Season 2 trailer released.
Okay.
Ari Fuerta from Commonplace to World's Strongest Season 3 release, trailer release. My Hero Academia, You're Next announces US release date. What is this?
What is that?
All Eyes Going Global. Oh, it's a movie. Bring the movie to the United States and North America and release for My Hero Academia Your Next will take place on October 11th, so fans can mark the premiere on their calendar.
What is that supposed to be? Because this season series should be wrapped up.
All right.
What movie are you possibly doing? That makes no sense. What? Why? What? Why is?
That's
Yo,
what I'm trying
I
to
feel
figure.
like
It look like
everything is
everybody's
bugging.
in this shit too.
I feel like
Hey!
everything is bugging out. I feel like Marvel bugging out. I feel like anime bugging out. I feel like DC bugging out. I just think everybody bugging out because none of this makes. What movie?
I'm not gonna lie.
Naruto could do that, sure. But the way that My Hero is wrapping up, that would be so. It's so stupid to try to have somebody after One for All, or no, All for One, yeah. It makes no sense
I don't
to
think
try
they
to
ended.
have somebody after One for or All for One.
I don't think they ended in this season. I think they got another season after this. There ain't no way in hell they ended it this season.
So then that means My Hero about to be a short season.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. I hate how they drag things out, but that's
But
that
the
commerce.
That's not My Hero shit. But the fucking
No, that's that money stuff.
yeah, that too. I'm not gonna lie, the animation, I just got done I was watching the Todoroki versus Dabi fight. I'm not gonna lie, that animation was cold.
It was good. It was cool.
It
was
caught me
cool.
off guard. But nonetheless, we got the One Piece Egghead arc. I thought they already English dub release date. Okay, so it's the English dub.
Yeah, it's just the
not
English.
the sub.
Wait, when is that though?
Hold on. Release date. Oh, continue without disabling.
Like October?
Comes to digital on August 27th. Watch it when it streams on Crunchyroll, September 17th.
Oh, so time out. That mean the Egghead must be wrapping up.
In Japanese, I don't think so.
No.
Egghead
Okay.
was damn near. They still on Egghead.
So we
ain't
might
they?
be at the they are. We might be at like the halfway point then.
In the
Maybe
manga?
that's what it is in the anime. We might be in the halfway point. Nah, the anime is about, or the manga is, it should be wrapping up like in 20 chapters.
Oh, word.
Something like that.
The
Baby,
whole
yeah,
entire
that-
series, or just?
No, you know that's not the
I
case.
don't know. I hope that
You
way.
know that's not the case. But Egghead should be done in about 20 chapters.
20.
That's what I'm
Word.
thinking. That's probably fair.
Blue
probably
Exorcist season 4 confirms arc schedule.
Pretty good. Last season was pretty good.
Black Butler Emerald Witch arc
I
announced
think
for
that's already out,
2025.
right?
It said it
No?
was announced for 2025.
Oh, they got something
haven't-
out right now. I just saw it.
Oh,
Something new with them. I never watched that.
Code
Or if
Geass.
I did, I don't remember it. They just
Rose
dropped
of
something.
the Recapture Part 4 poster released. Haiku's time skip is being animated. Staff confirms. Delicious and Dungeon box set announced. And I think that's it. Dead Rock Lands, English licensing. A whole lot of things that we probably don't know, but we'll probably tap into. So we'll let y'all know. But that was Anime Expo in a nutshell in regards to some of the things that caught our eye. Oh, Tower God season 2 premiere sneak peek, but Croco was already talking about Tower God earlier. All right. Anime Expo.
That's cool.
One of these days we gotta go take a trip out there. Alrighty then. We can do Kaiju number 8 since that's there. I'm gonna leave the boys season review. I don't know how many episodes are supposed to be in this season, but we'll talk about that
Is
later
it
on.
over?
The Boys, nah, it's still going on. Kaiju number 8 season is over though.
Yeah.
The first season. So let's talk about Kaiju number 8. How did you feel about that first season for Kaiju
Great.
number 8?
Had as strong of a season as Solo Leveling.
Ooh, so you think it was better than Solo Leveling?
No, I think it was just as good. It
Just
was
as
they
good?
both were very good anime intros, like
I feel it.
series intros.
For whatever reason, I feel like Kaiju number 8 was giving off that Korean vibe. I don't know if
Yeah,
Kaiju number
it
8.
felt different than anime.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh, that sunlight hitting your eyes, huh?
Damn, I ain't got no shades in this bitch.
Yo, Texas is the only place I know that have a fucking hurricane and then the sun right out right after, like nothing happened.
Nigga, it's been 85 all day.
Yo, nah, 85 blowing hot ass wind at you at 20 plus mile per hour.
Exactly.
Y'all are struggling.
But no, I
down
agree
there.
with y'all. I agree with y'all on that. Kaiju 8 definitely felt like some Korean shit. They ain't feel like no Japanese anime, but I agree with Nyle. It's definitely up there with Soul Leveling
Yes, sir.
as far as season 1.
Yes,
They had a
sir.
good start. But when you look at those series go by quick though. My bad,
See,
T. Go ahead.
Now, with Kaiju number 8, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit beside myself. Because it was gas! It was straight gas, man! The animation. It pulled me in to go read the rest of the manga. Bruh. But here's the thing. My dumb behind, as much as I was complaining about the whole Gege thing with Jujutsu Kaisen not coming out weekly like it's supposed to, my dumb behind, as soon as I called up the Kaiju number 8, I'm like, oh, this is a weekly thing. As soon as the week passed, I'm like, where's the new manga? And it said another 7 days. I said, I am such an idiot and a hypocrite. I'll take back everything I said. I gotta wait another 6 days for the next issue.
But he was like, I'm cool with waiting.
Yo, OD.
Oh my goodness, I'm cool with waiting. Now that I know that, I'm cool with waiting because I like binge read the whole thing straight through, and then this last chapter.
I know.
That last chapter felt like they tickled the fancy, nigga. They didn't even go crazy, bro. That pissed me off.
They did enough. No. They did enough compared to me getting 9 pages of Goda and What's-Her-Face standing there, and waiting another 3 weeks to finish that part. Nah, I'm good. Nah.
I'm curious how the fuck that shit.
He cooking right now.
How the ending happened?
I'm cooking.
Yeah, I don't know what's about to follow in that. I have no clue.
Cooking.
I didn't even see that. Honestly, I didn't even think about that. The fact that I really didn't think that could happen. Like, I'm like, okay, he's fighting him, and that's it. And it's like, you gotta remember, he got the chief kind of doing the things.
He got Kaiju number 2 in there, but then they go, oh, we never seen that ability. This Kaiju number 9 and 2. Would they be
crazy?
You know what? Because there was already an 11, so I'm gonna go 9 times 2, and we're gonna call him Kaiju number 18. Because he's pulling other abilities out. Yes, he's pulling other abilities out. Yeah, he's actually like Cell. Because when he absorbed Homeboy, he got Kaiju number 2's powers, and then he absorbed another Kaiju. Because they're like, where'd that ability come from? Bruh, Kaiju number 9 is probably one of, like, granted, this fight might end pretty quickly, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still gas. But
then they got Monster Mancer.
Bruh,
he's not a necromancer.
Yeah, for real.
But the fact that he created Kaiju number 11 to 15 to fight every vice guard and best viewers on. Okay, that's a bot. That's a bot.
Down to the bots.
That's a bot. Because if I click that link, that's it. Because if you look at it, it was just created March 24.
That fucking Kaiju moving on Kendrick timing, nigga. He crip walking all over these niggas.
Right.
He said, yeah, you had a nice little power up, but that was cute and all.
Yo, nigga started using up all his move sets. He said, oh, you want to use that move? Now it's mine. I'm like, nigga think he is.
Don't know
fat-
how it's gonna have to be.
Head ass.
See, I'm not gonna lie to you. They gonna need to rely on a little bit of that power of friendship here.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. They gave that to us early. That was gonna be. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because he said he wanted to be by her side. I'm okay with that. When you explain that to me, that was his goal from the beginning, I'm fine.
It's like, okay, word, okay.
Yeah, and I know that's coming. But the way he went about to get to that point to level up, granted, he had to get the crush from the kaiju. He still learned a lot. Why are you looking like that? Why you looking like that?
I do that. I ain't say no.
My thing is, I don't like the whole power of friendship when it's not been explained. Kafka's goal was to be next to Homegirl for the longest time. That's been his goal. That's how I know this is about to end soon. Granted, yes, it'd be dope if they continue it on more kaijus and all that good stuff. But he reached his end goal. He's next to her. They're fighting. Yes, this is the power of friendship, but this has been talked about. That was his goal. We know what his goal
that's
was.
kind of how I felt with JJK. Just because everybody was so capable, it's like, why wouldn't they be there? And that's kind of the same thing with Kaiju number 8 to me. It's like, bro, they all fire. Like, they are strong. They should. Like, if they weren't fighting, I would be more disappointed by that.
But even with that, neither one of them, they soloed each vice captain or captain soloed a beast by themselves. It wasn't a power of friendship in that moment. We got that because this is Kafka and the Homegirl for that final part, because that's, like I said, that's endgame. But each boss character, like each kaiju that was fighting a character, they had their moment to shine. They didn't have an assist button. That's what I'm saying. Bruh, that literally, Homegirl's vice captain is probably my favorite one. That doesn't use no guns or anything. He's my favorite of all time. Honestly,
With the swords?
the
swords,
honestly,
that's Hoshina, wasn't it?
I can't remember his name.
I think it's Hoshina because he got the Hoshina style.
Yeah. So my thing is, like I say, Rock Lee is one of my favorite side characters of all time. He's up there with him because he held his own in his fight, just like how Rock Lee held his own in the Gara fight. Yeah, we already know how that ended, but we're not gonna talk about that. But
I'm not gonna lie, I like that.
I like the little nigga student. I like the girl too.
Oh yeah.
Shinomaya. I think her name
they
is.
all are really good characters. Like, they're written really good.
Oh, they.
Yeah.
Because like anybody, you can make an argument. Like if we talk to 15 people about this show and each one gave a different character, I would be like, yeah, I kind of get that. I can understand why that's your favorite character, and it's not often you get shows like that where it's like every single one of the characters you like, yeah, they a vibe. I respect them. I like them. I like their storyline. It's really good. This might be, honestly, people keep saying like MHA, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Boruto are like the big three, quote unquote, like the new big three. I've been seeing that floating around. I really feel like Kaiju number 8 is probably doing a better job.
It's close in there.
Like Rob said, Kaiju number 8 is on his Kendrick. Man.
Yeah.
Depending on how Fire Force come back, they might provide a valid argument.
It's just people, for some reason, I love that show, but for some reason, a lot of people couldn't get into it.
Hey Rob, move to the right, move to your left a little bit. It's just I'm trying to work with D coming in and out with the camera and stuff.
There you go. Oh. I think we're gonna finish it off soon. Anyways, I can't see the time, so I don't know what time we got.
We're at an hour, so
yeah.
We'll end it off with this one. With Agatha Christie teaser trailer.
Okay.
That was shown recently. Let me go ahead and bring that up so y'all can watch it too. Change the window.
I kind of hope D hop back in for this part because I am curious what he think.
What's the name of it?
Agatha.
Another beautiful day.
Surprised to see you out here, Detective. Jane Doe.
Found her down here by the water.
Cause?
Blunt force trauma.
What happened to you? I have a lead in the case. But I can't shake this feeling I'm seeing it wrong.
Is this really how you see yourself? That witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell. Claw your way out.
Wait.
I miss the glory days. She took every bit of power I had, but I can beat that witch again. Well, the gang's all here. Let's hit the road. I'm gonna walk the witch's road. The road is a death wish. Join me. What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven? Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.
Sweetheart, you okay? Oh my God! Whoa, what's she doing? Where's she going?
Yeah.
My interest is peaked.
It is peaked. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a big fan of like eerie stuff like that, especially like American Horror Story and all that good stuff. But I'm very intrigued because one of my favorite people are in this series, and I consider her to be one of my celebrity crushes.
This nigga here.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza.
He couldn't even. He couldn't even hold it
had to
in.
whisper.
He had to. Yeah, he had to.
Oh, she cool.
Yo.
Oh, she cool.
Goodness gracious, bro! This is going. That actually looks like something that I envision Agatha in.
Yeah.
Like all the other, I guess the rumors and everything like that of what they was trying to do, it didn't seem as captivating as this at
Wow,
least.
she's only 40 and she does not look 40.
This is cold.
That's crazy.
All right, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I am very pleased by this trailer, but I'm nervous because like part of me believes that this trailer could be the best thing about the series.
Yo, don't say that, please. Don't.
I know.
You
I
said
don't
the
want to be
trailer
right.
Is the best part of the series.
You know how you get those you know how you get those things like movie or series where it's like the trailer ended up being the best part. Like they showed you a whole bunch of stuff that looked great in the trailer, and then when the series actually come out, you like, this did not feel like this was going to be like this based off that trailer. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong because I really enjoyed this trailer, and like you said, like you were saying, T, that like the horror and dark stuff like that is, I really enjoy stuff like that. So I want this to be really good, but
I hope so too.
see, this is why Marvel got to stop dropping the ball. Because if Marvel wasn't dropping the ball, I wouldn't even have this thought. But it's because they keep dropping the ball that I'm like, is this going to work or is this not going to work?
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But the trailer itself, if I had to give it a rating, that was like a solid 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. Gave me something I didn't even expect was gonna be that Marvel was gonna be capable of doing this horror. They look like they're really tapping into the horror. They had the little demon going crazy.
Well, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people didn't feel the what's the face Spider-Man, the Spider-Man movie. What? No, Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
And that was with Sam Raimi. That had that same feeling. That like the really good parts of that movie was when he met the Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange, and it got dark and eerie around that time. That was when it really got fired, especially the moments where Scarlet Witch is actually going after them. Those are the best parts of the movie. And I don't know if Sam Raimi got his hands on this. Oh wow, she's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
That's why. I'm just saying. That's why. No, she doesn't look 40, but.
She Puerto Rican. Let me look. I'm looking it up now too.
Yeah,
Who's in?
I'm looking it up now too. These
No,
niggas.
not that. I was looking up who directed the show. It was created by Jack Schaefer, and is directed by. They don't want to tell me. Yeah, who's the director?
Who is Jack Schaefer?
I have no clue.
Schaefer, Rachel Goldberg, and Ganja Montiero.
Yeah.
Ganja is his first name?
Ganja, Gandja.
Oh, it's directed by
Ganja.
Jack. Yeah. So those are the people
I feel like Sam
that's
Raimi.
involved with it. What has he done before?
Rami.
Oh, it's a she. Excuse me. It's Jack is a she.
Oh
shit.
like Jack.
Yeah.
And
Nigga
let me
said,
see her history. She has done Timer. She was the writer, director, and producer for something in 2009 that came out called Timer.
Don't know what that is.
She did Olaf's Frozen Adventure. She did Captain Marvel. She did The Hustle. Not the director for these, but the writer. And she did that Black Widow movie. And she did WandaVision. She was the writer for WandaVision.
Okay, I can rock with that. WandaVision, a lot of people didn't like it.
I'm not gonna lie. I like
that.
Black Widow.
Black Widow was good. It was good.
I like Black Widow. If
Black Widow was cool.
If she got those two on her belt, I'm cool with it. I can roll. And those was the last two things she did or had a hand in before this Agatha All Along series drops. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I don't
have no qualms.
I don't really have any qualms. She seems to do a good job with female leads too, because she did Captain Marvel wasn't great, but we know why that wasn't great, really.
But the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, granted, she tried in that second movie, the second Captain Marvel movie, she tried to break out of that like stagnant role. She tried.
I wouldn't put that on the writer. Yeah, it's like it's hard for me to want to say something negative about her doing that, but I'm cool with this because you know what? It's female. She's had a lot of work on shows that have a female lead, and has been, in my opinion, semi-successful with that. So you giving her Agatha, who is just Agatha is like the actress who plays Agatha is just really. I like to look at people like that as like helpers. Like they help your movie, they help your series because they just are electrifying. They're humorous. There's so many elements to them outside of just like being a good actor. Or at least, you know what I mean, like outside of just like good acting out the script accurately, they bring like that actress brings a lot of emotion and a lot of like vigor to the role itself. So I think that this could be good. I'm really hoping, man. I'm hoping my little fear is just really wrong, because when I saw this, I said that I was like, man, this is one of those things where it looks really good in the trailer, and that just scares me. But I don't want to think that I'm right in that, because I really want this to be a hit, because you figure if this is a hit, this would be the first thing after Deadpool.
Yep.
I don't really want this to miss. I mean, it would really mean a lot if this can hit and work. So, you know, Miss Agatha, we gonna roll with you here.
It would turn the tides, and I think Marvel needs to turn the tides at this point, because Captain America comes after that, and good lord, if Captain America is ass.
To me, I think that's the one that
ass,
solidify it. I think that's the one. I think that Captain America movie is that like that movie to like everybody is saying Deadpool being good is gonna launch the MCU back into being a good series again. I think that Deadpool is too easy. Like it's so much love around both like all of the like bruh, the two main characters, there's so much love and fanfare around them. So it's like I feel like that's just an easy movie. Like if it's I would be more surprised if that movie was bad.
Yeah.
Than if it, you know, than it being good. I expect it to be good. I expect it. And so if Agatha is good, that would be a wonderful follow-up. I feel like that's one of those follow-ups that will hold us in. It's gonna hold us in a little bit longer. But to me, the movie that would be the solidifier is that Captain America movie. If that one is good, Marvel is back. That you'll hear me say Marvel is back.
I'm gonna tell y'all now that movie right there is gonna cause a big argument after we sit down and watch that and we sit down and talk about it, because I have a strong feeling like it might be a split decision. Two of us might like it, two of us might hate it. We might have good opinions as to why we don't like it or why we like it, but it has potential to be the thing that, like you said, brings Marvel back into the fold of being back on the right track. But at the same time, with this being it's so good that it could fail. That's what I'm scared of, because you coming off like Deadpool. We already know Deadpool's going to be amazing. It's going to pull in a lot of money and everything, right? Then we get to Captain America, Black Cap at that. The last black superhero we got that did really well, Black Panther. God forbid we don't have him no more. But if Anthony Mackie does not show up, if the writers do not produce a great script, if the CGI is whack, if the other actors ain't acting, then it's just going to poop the bed and it's going to be bad. And that's what I'm scared of. And we're not going to have another black lead for a while besides Shuri. In the rest of Black Panther, that's the only thing we'll get.
Oh no, they gonna roll. They gonna ride with Riri.
Yeah, but Riri's
they gonna ride out with
series.
Riri.
That's a series. I'm talking movies.
I think they can her series and making her a movie,
Really?
making her a part of Armor Wars instead. Yeah.
And don't forget about Monica Rambeau too, because they might give her a higher role.
I think they're not gonna give her her own movie.
I think I think she's gonna be a vital role with that X-Men movie that they're gonna do from the other world.
She's not gonna be able to. She honestly is certain characters that can stand on their own, and Photon's not one of them. To be honest,
I kind of know what I get what you mean by that.
It's like this: you have to put her with somebody in a movie. People are not gonna sit there and watch a Photon movie. Like honestly, this Captain America movie is gonna be a little bit off because we don't have Bucky, because the Captain America Winter Soldier series was pretty good in my opinion. I
liked it.
I enjoyed it, but without Sebastian being there for the role of Bucky, it's gonna be a little bit weird. So they have to show out for.
That's why to me they should introduce a new Falcon, and you can use that as a diversity hire. I want nobody would care. Just
they already got the new Falcon.
Who is it?
If
they gonna have the Hispanic dude, the Hispanic dude from the Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Yeah,
let's go. I think that'd be fire. Because think about this.
I'm not mad about that.
You think about this. Remember how TU was just saying like, okay, they going like if this like all those elements that you named, right? Let's say the script ain't perfect. Let's say the acting is okay. Then the next one that you gotta kind of bring to the table is like the action scenes and the CGI and all of that. And to me, if you got a flying Captain America and a Falcon, you got to do like some fire airborne scenes. Like I want to see like some Mission Impossible type. Like remember during the series, the Captain America Winter Soldier series, when they had that whole airplane bit.
Yep.
And like people was falling out of it and whatnot. I want that on a crack. Like you just hit on like two of the elements to a great film. just hit on like 2 of them things. And then Anthony Mackie, you're gonna have to understand, you're gonna have to like MJ this role. You're gonna have to MJ it. Like, you're gonna have to be flawless. Like, people gonna have to be like, wow, Anthony Mackie really stood out in that movie. And I think if you have that plus a lot of like action and an okay script, that movie might come out solid. But are we gonna get that? And that's the bare minimum. And it could be great. It could be great. This could end up being a movie that surprised all of us, and they knock all of the categories that you named earlier, out the park, and we like, oh my gosh, I didn't think that would be so good. That might have been one of the best Marvel movies that ever came out, or that's come out since Endgame. We could get that from this. It just don't seem like
plausible.
Marvel is that's possible with Marvel right now. But that's why maybe after Agatha, after Deadpool, it can ring us in a little bit to think maybe this could work out. But and it's Captain America. See, that's the thing. Captain America, a lot of people argue that the best movie that came out of the MCU is Civil War, which was technically a Captain America movie. Yep. So I feel like Disney gotta know, like, the Captain America formula can work. And they gotta be trying to work towards making that actually be the case with this Anthony Mackie iteration, and I just hope that that's the case. I'm just worried about the villain too, because to me, the movie title changed, right? It was New World Order, and then now it's Brave New World. So Brave New World is from Aldous Huxley, and either New World Order was a phrase in Brave New World, or New World Order was a phrase or something used in like 1984 or something like that. But it's giving me like dictatorship, dystopian dictatorship type vibes with titles like that involved. So it's making me think like either United States government is going to become corrupt, like very corrupt, or something like that would have to happen. But if they had Red Skull, to me, it would be flawless. It would be flawless if they had Red Skull, but we don't have Red Skull anymore. They should have never did what they did with Red Skull. I was telling my boy earlier, that's the only flaw to me about Endgame, was seeing the Red Skull, or I guess Infinity Wars and Endgame, is seeing the Red Skull in that role, because it's like y'all wasting the character. This character is not no sage on a mountain, no pun intended. But he's not no sage on a mountain. He not no dark mage. He's not that. Why do y'all have him in this role? Why? So he really should, with those types of titles, he should be the villain in this movie, or an iteration of him should be the villain in this movie. And it's making me think that the villain is going to be Baron Zemo, which I'm not confident in.
Red Hulk.
Is Red Hulk is the villain?
Yeah, Red Hulk. The guy I can't remember.
Sorry, y'all. It's about
Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is going to become the president of the United States, and in the process, he's going to also become the Red Hulk.
I'm sorry, y'all.
So wait,
we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
They're having Captain America fight Red Hulk.
Yes.
How do you?
We gotta wait a little bit longer, y'all.
I got nothing. See, now I'm not having faith in this movie.
I'm not. You just took all of my energy out of this movie. You couldn't have said that. Was like the worst thing you could have said. That was the worst, like no lie, the worst thing you could have said after me giving that whole spiel was the exact words you said. Now I have absolutely zero faith in that movie. That is,
I don't know. They might do something. Harrison Ford might do something. Bro. Indiana Jones might do something.
It's cooked, bro. It's cooked.
It's cooked.
It's cooked.
What movie we talking about?
Captain America.
Captain America one. You know what Derek about to say. He don't want that nigga Anthony Mackie nowhere near in the MCU.
It's cooked. It's cooked.
Wait, what happened to it?
All right, so D, just to kind of catch you up, what I was saying was, to me, like everybody is saying, Deadpool is gonna be the movie that reignites the MCU goodness. And I said to me, I think that's too easy. I think the real test to me would be the Captain America movie. Because if you can make that one good, then I could believe that what they got cooking down the line, they actually putting time into. And I was going on this whole spiel about how the only thing I hated about Endgame and Infinity Wars was that they took the Red Skull and made him like a dark mage essentially. I think that character they should have just kept in his original role, and he would be the perfect villain for this. And I was starting to say like maybe it's gonna be Baron Zemo or the chick at the end of the Captain America Winter Soldier TV show. And Rob enlightened me that the main villain is Red Hulk, and it's no way that I can't see that being a good movie now, because that don't make sense. Like.
But in the Captain America movie, didn't that nigga grab the cube and he got blasted into space? So I guess they just found a way to bring him back. I mean, he wasn't gonna come back as no Red Skull or no baby Hitler type shit. After he grabbed the cube, he's too enlightened now, ain't he?
But that's
I
the thing.
guess, but like,
that,
bruh,
but how is Captain America fighting Captain America without the Super Soldier Serum fighting Red Hulk in this movie?
He's gonna have somebody with the Super Soldier Serum there with him.
Bro, that ain't gonna be enough. You
Cause
can
they
an old black man.
They showed snippets of it. I can't remember where it was at. I think it was at Comic-Con. It was something that was earlier this year, where they initially showed the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, the first one that they ever dropped. They showed a snippet of Captain America, and people were saying it actually looked good. It opened up with Isaiah Bradley. It looked like a frequency played over like a speaker. He was being commemorized and everything like that finally, and he ended up like losing his shit and ended up breaking some shit, and then he dipped off and Bucky had to go and chase his ass. And people were saying that it was a very captivating scene that they seen, even though it was just like a couple minutes type of thing. But I think the leader is still going to be in there too, so there's going to be multiple. Shira Haas as Ruth. I don't know who that is. Sabra? I don't know if y'all ever heard of that before.
I'm nervous. I think we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's where I'm at now. I think we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Y'all gonna have to go. D, I don't know if you seen the Agatha Harkness new series. Agatha, what is it called again?
All Along.
Agatha Christie.
All Along, yeah. No, not Agatha Christie. Agatha Harkness from the WandaVision show. She's got her own show. We played the trailer here, and it looks good. The Agatha series looks pretty good. It's kind of like a dark, like a dark Halloweenish vibe.
Nigga, ain't that the same thing we say about every series about Echo, about all this?
Y'all want to play him the trailer? Let's get D's reaction to the trailer maybe real quick. Then I gotta dip out.
Let me pull over real quick so I can see this bullshit.
All right, so this
we'll
let me pull over.
Let him pull over.
Damn!
I feel like he not gonna like it.
Can't even pull over nowhere in this motherfucker.
It's a tree in your space.
Bruh, it's so much debris in it like that. What y'all niggas been doing all day?
Nothing.
Yeah.
All right, give me 2 seconds, bro. I can't believe I couldn't pull up in this shit. Damn. Bro, niggas is speeding like it's not
like
big
it ain't
ass
a hurricane.
Like it's clear now, but it's like, bro, my nigga, like it's a lot of shit around here for you to be trying to speed through. Oh, I'm in the hood. Oh hell. Hold
Yeah.
on. One wrong turn. I don't want niggas looking at me watching a trailer. They be like, "Give me that phone, bitch."
Yeah.
End up getting robbed. Hold up. I promise you, I'm about to find somewhere to pull up. You can play it. I could watch and drive. Suck it.
This nigga.
We can't advertise that type of stuff.
I'm at a little stop and go. I got time.
As he's still going. No stopping involved.
Another beautiful day.
Surprised to see you out here, Detective. Jane Doe.
Oh
Found her
my
down here
god!
by the water.
This shit on
Boss.
me.
Blunt force trauma.
What happened to you?
a lead in the case. But I can't shake this feeling I'm seeing it wrong.
Is this really how you see yourself? That witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell. Claw your way out.
I miss the glory days. She took every bit of power I had, but I can be that witch again.
Well, the gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
I'm gonna walk the witch's road. The road is a death wish. Join me.
What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven?
Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.
Sweetheart, you okay?
Oh my God! Whoa! What's she doing? Where's she going?
That nigga hiding that shit underneath the steering wheel.
I was about to say he must have saw.
Yes, I ain't
Either
trying
that
to
or
pull
run
over.
somebody smooth the fuck over.
Yeah.
I pulled into this fucking plaza. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool over here. Nigga, I pull up and this nigga sitting behind dumpsters.
Yeah.
It's time for me to peel on out of here.
So wait, is the weather really
Hurry up.
bad out there after the hurricane and everything? Like you said. You said,
Bro, like
everything-
it dried up and niggas is just like being niggas out here. Like,
He like,
sit
no.
behind trash cans playing dice. It's like, what the fuck did I just drive into? But no, that trailer, it wasn't bad. I ain't gonna hold you. For a lot of witchcraft in there. I ain't know there's got a Ouija shit in there. But for what it's worth, it looked pretty decent.
So what kind of threw me off was that first part. That wasn't Wanda's body. Like that's what kind of like threw me off for a second.
Yeah, that's what some. I think. I don't know.
Because
I don't know what
technically
that really can mean.
She's still at that spot.
They said it was
India where-
Wanda's party. I thought Wanda blew up.
No, she got buried by Rock. She didn't blow up. Remember, Rock fell on her at the end of the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh yeah, and the red light flash. But why would Agatha? Why would the cops be at that scene though?
Well, they weren't at the scene. It was like in some forest. Like it wasn't there. But when she went to go look at the
She went to like the morgue.
The name
Oh,
Wanda
yeah.
Maximoff like was written on
The
there.
toe tag.
Yeah. But I don't think that is Wanda. I think it was just the fact that when Aubrey Plaza came in there and said, she's gone, but you're still stuck in her spell. You need to crawl out of there. But what kind of threw me for a loop, she said, I'm going to go and still defeat her. So Wanda's not gone. That's confirmation.
Multiversal Wanda.
Yeah, probably.
It could have been the multiversal Wanda that passed away, and that's the body that we seen right there.
Oh, the one that she tried to steal the kids from?
No, she was
Yeah.
still alive. She didn't die.
She could have died in that.
Well,
in the midst
apparently,
of that.
and they made a comic after, like they did like a storyboard comic of the Doctor Strange movie after, and like apparently in that they were saying she did die.
Dang.
Yeah. But I mean, the fact that they didn't do it in any type of like this series, I feel like is either going to confirm that the Wanda that we knew is dead, or they're gonna either bring her back or another iteration of her back. And if we gonna get an answer, I think it's just gonna be in this series.
Gotcha.
It looked like a lot of shit going on in this series, though. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Almost death.
Like a lot of shit going on. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it might. That's what I said, D. I said it's either two ways that to me it looked like it could go. Either the trailer is like a bluff, and then when we get the actual series, we gonna be sitting there saying, "Wow, the trailer was so much better than the series," which I really hope isn't the case. Or it's just, you know what I mean? It could be solid. It could be something they really, they got right. An example of MCU getting something right. And I'm hoping that it's that and not the first thing I said. And that go back to the point that I was making is like, if Deadpool is good and the next thing to come out after that is this Agatha Harkness series, and that's good. The next thing up is that Captain America movie.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot to me. I think it's a lot of pressure riding on that Captain America movie.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
I think they
Oh
got
no,
it.
it's a ton of pressure on that shit. But the Agatha Christie thing, no, man, what's the bitch name? Agatha
Harkness.
Yeah, Agatha Christie.
Yeah. Who's Agatha Christie?
I think that's like an author.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Author.
Probably. But yeah, Agatha Harkness, this remind me of some Hocus Pocus Disney Channel shit. So I feel like they can get it right. I mean, you can't really get nothing wrong with a witch, and you got all of this sorcery and shit going on. So I feel like it's gonna be up to like character development, I guess. But for what we've seen so far, like the graphics and like the CGI and everything look cool. It's just, I guess, the pacing and the storytelling. Or is this gonna tie into Doctor Strange at all in any way?
It should at this point, if they do it right.
Yeah, cause we ain't seen that nigga in a minute.
We haven't.
It should have something to do with that. I mean, it's because what I'm thinking is maybe this is I don't know if Chthon would pop up in this, but I feel like maybe they'll do something around the Darkhold in this because it really that should play some type of a part, and that ties everybody back together.
So my question is this: at this point, do they show Mephisto at some point?
Mephisto, yeah, probably. I thought that was
cool.
I thought that was the demon that was right there. I was screaming that shit.
That would be too easy if that was Mephisto.
They gotta introduce him.
Yeah, they gotta introduce him at some point in time. They should have introduced him when they introduced Doctor Strange, but you know.
But he was just fucking with Dormammu, and I feel like that was good enough. But Mephisto, I feel like we got to get a glimpse of that nigga before a movie or something, so people can, get some buzz around his ass.
Oh yeah.
That is true. That is true. All right.
And D brought up one last thing though. D did bring up a good point though. Well, he said you got to remember Disney is the one who owned this, and that whole Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town, all that stuff is they bag.
Yep.
So that's another thing kind of leading in that this could possibly be good because it's like this should be Disney's bag.
They could still find a way to fuck it up.
I know.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because I mean, it didn't look the same as WandaVision. This should look like straight Halloween Town shit. And I'm like, somebody Disney probably
when Agatha went gray when she dropped down near the body in the mortuary. That was Halloween Town.
Yeah.
Like that scaling
straight
of
up.
that
Yeah.
literally reminded me of that.
I hope.
Right.
I think they're gonna turn it around though. I think they're gonna turn it around. But we got some things that we could look forward to. Also, T-minus 18 days left for DreamCon, y'all. T-minus 18 days.
Almost there. Almost there.
We are almost there. Be ready for a whole lot of content there. Just want to update y'all. We might take a little hiatus after that just so that we could pump out some content for y'all. So if you're ever worried about that, we'll start having a YouTube short, start having some vlogs, start having some interview questions, all of those things. But as always, we greatly appreciate y'all for stopping by with us as always. Shout out to Miss Pac-Man. Shout out to Code Red as well for always showing y'all support. Appreciate y'all a lot. And anybody else that didn't comment and was just tuning in with us. We got Crocoscorner as always. Tap in with them on all podcast platforms. Some new podcasts will be coming out, delving in history, delving in anime, delving in goddamn mental maintenance, all sorts of things. We got Chef D as well, another one of our humble hosts, and Tsmoov. Check them out on twitch.tv/Tsmoov Entertainment. Exactly how you see it spelled right there. We appreciate y'all again. I'm Sage. Y'all have a good rest of y'all week. And we out.
Deuces.